It's a story the 22 News I-Team first told you about in September. The state is missing the addresses of nearly 1,800 registered sex offenders. 22 News I-Team reporter Tamara Zakarzik dug to find out how this happened and whether your safety is at risk.
There are more than 21,000 sex offenders living in Massachusetts. The state doesn't know where 1,769 of those sex offenders live, which means they could be living anywhere, including right next door to you. More than 1,000 sex offenders have fallen off the grid in Massachusetts.
Whether they are above ground or below ground, we don't know.
It's a story the 22 News I-Team first uncovered in September. A state audit found the Sex Offender Registry Board, or SORB, is missing the addresses of nearly 1,800 sex offenders, including more than 900 who have never been classified. Normally, all you have to do is search an address on SORB's website to find out where a sex offender lives, but hundreds are either missing or have the wrong address listed. SORB admitted their website needs to be updated, but said the audit paints an inaccurate picture of the problem. According to SORB, 270 of the more than 900 unclassified sex offenders no longer live in Massachusetts. 190 are dead and another 58 no longer need to register. That leaves nearly 420 sex offenders who have skirted the system, essentially living as ordinary citizens in Massachusetts. Is this a failure within SORB?
No, it's not.
Public Safety Secretary Daniel Bennett oversees the Sex Offender Registry Board. Sex offenders are required to register their address with police, which then goes to SORB. If they don't, Bennett told the I-Team it's not their responsibility to find them. Should the Sex Offender Registry Board have a law enforcement agency working with them if they're not an investigative agency themselves?
No, because that's not under the statute what SORB is supposed to be doing. What SORB is supposed to be doing is having the hearings, presenting legal arguments, and keeping the records. Their job is not to investigate these crimes.
That job falls onto law enforcement.
They come in, they register, they give us their address, and they have to come in once a year.
The 22 News I-Team got in a cruiser with Chicopee police officer Mike Wilk to see how police would have to confirm sex offenders are where they say they are. We went to a level 3 sex offender's house who recently changed his address. Does Michael live here?
Yes.
That address checked out, but finding the sex offenders who fell off the grid won't be as easy. Without an address, the Sex Offender Registry Board has to cross-check each individual's name with other state agencies in hopes they'll have the addresses that SORB does not. Since the audit, police have found 400 of the nearly 1,800 sex offenders who had the wrong address on SORB. To see if you live near a registered sex offender, you can visit our website, wwlp.com. I'm Tamara Zakarzik, working for you with the 22 News I-Team.